Zen, known as Chán in China, is a distinct school within Mahayana Buddhism. It places strong emphasis on achieving direct insight into one's true nature. This profound realization is often referred to as seeing the mind, or jianxing. The path to this insight is primarily through dedicated meditation practices. Everyday awareness and mindfulness also play a crucial role in its attainment. Zen also highlights a unique mind-to-mind transmission, operating outside the scriptures. Chán Buddhism originated in China, emerging around the 6th to 7th century CE. Its development involved a significant blending of diverse philosophical and spiritual traditions. A core component was the integration of Indian Buddhist meditation practices, specifically dhyana. These practices were combined with indigenous Chinese philosophical traditions. Key Chinese influences included Taoism and Confucianism, shaping Chán's unique character. Chán Buddhism originated in China, establishing its foundational principles and practices there. From China, Chán Buddhism began to spread across East Asia, influencing various cultures. In Japan, Chán Buddhism became known as Zen, adapting to local traditions and philosophies. The practice also reached Korea, where it was adopted and developed under the name Seon. Furthermore, Chán Buddhism journeyed to Vietnam, evolving into the distinct Thean tradition. Despite regional adaptations, these forms of Buddhism consistently retain their core Chán principles. The traditional narrative of Zen, Chán Buddhism begins with a foundational myth. This myth is famously known as the Flower Sermon, a pivotal event in its history. The Flower Sermon illustrates a core concept: the direct transmission of insight. This transmission is characterized by its silent and immediate nature. It emphasizes understanding beyond words, through direct experience and intuition. The Flower Sermon is a pivotal event in Buddhist tradition, illustrating the transmission of Dharma beyond words. Buddha Shakyamuni gav 250 disciples for sermon. Instead of speaking, he silently held up a golden flower. Only Mahakashyapa understood the profound meaning, responding with a smile. This moment signifies the direct, intuitive understanding of truth, transcending verbal explanation. The Buddha declared, "I possess the true Dharma, the marvelous mind of nirvana." This declaration followed Mahakashyapa's silent understanding of the Dharma. The Buddha then stated, "I entrust it to Mahakashyapa." This event marks the origin of the mind-to-mind transmission lineage. A silent transmission of wisdom and enlightenment is central to this spiritual lineage. This profound knowledge was passed down through a succession of Indian patriarchs. The lineage comprised a total of 28 enlightened masters, each contributing to its continuity. This chain of spiritual leaders culminated with the revered figure of Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma is a pivotal figure in the history of this spiritual tradition. He was instrumental in transmitting the teachings of Chán Buddhism to China. Bodhidharma was an Indian or Central Asian monk, active around the 5th, 6th century. He is a pivotal figure in the transmission of Buddhism to China. Legend states that Bodhidharma journeyed by sea to China. He is credited with introducing the Chán lineage, a distinct form of Buddhism. This introduction significantly influenced the development of Chinese Buddhism. Bodhidharma, a Buddhist monk, arrived in China during the Southern Dynasty's period. He is traditionally credited with transmitting Chán Buddhism, later known as Zen, to China. Upon his arrival, Bodhidharma famously met Emperor Wu of Liang, a devout Buddhist ruler. Emperor Wu inquired about the merit accumulated from his extensive good deeds. These deeds included building temples, commissioning scriptures, and supporting the monastic community. Bodhidharma, a Buddhist monk, encountered Emperor Wu of Liang. Emperor Wu, a devout Buddhist, inquired about the merit of his good deeds. He listed his extensive contributions to Buddhism, expecting praise. Bodhidharma's concise reply was, "No merit." This response profoundly confused the emperor. It radically departed from conventional understandings of religious merit and spiritual reward. Bodhidharma, a Buddhist monk, is credited with transmitting Chán Buddhism to China. Following an encounter with the emperor, Bodhidharma journeyed to Shaolin Temple. At Shaolin, he commenced a profound period of meditation. This meditation involved sitting for 9 years, facing a wall. This act symbolizes deep spiritual practice and profound detachment. It represents a complete withdrawal from worldly concerns and distractions. Bodhidharma, the first patriarch of Zen in China, engaged in prolonged wall-gazing meditation. His disciple, Huineng, sought to demonstrate profound sincerity and dedication to the Dharma. To prove his earnestness, Huineng performed an extreme act of self-mutilation, cutting off his arm in the snow. This act symbolized his unwavering commitment and readiness for spiritual instruction. Recognizing Huineng's sincerity, Bodhidharma transmitted the Dharma to him, making Huike the second patriarch. The Chán tradition in China is characterized by a mythic lineage of patriarchs, tracing its spiritual succession. This lineage formally continued through a sequence of 6 Chinese patriarchs. Each patriarch served as a spiritual successor, transmitting the core teachings and Dharma. The final figure in this established line was Huineng, who became the 6th patriarch. Remarkably, Huineng was an illiterate woodcutter, defying conventional expectations for such a prestigious role. Scholarly consensus indicates a historical construction within Chán Buddhism. The concept of the 28 Indian patriarchs was retroactively developed. This lineage was established during the Tang and Song dynasties. Its primary purpose was to legitimize Chán Buddhism's authority and origins. Historically, Bodhidharma was a Central Asian meditation master. He was active between approximately 440 and 528 CE. His teachings emphasized a simple and direct meditative practice. This practice was primarily based on the principles of the Lankavatara Sutra. Early Chán practice emerged from mountain ascetics, seeking solitude and direct experience. These practitioners focused on individual, spiritual development in isolated natural settings. The East Mountain School marked a significant shift in Chán methodology. This school was led by the influential 4th Patriarch Daoxin and 5th Patriarch Hongren. They introduced and emphasized the practice of communal meditation within Chán Buddhism. This communal approach fostered shared spiritual growth and structured group practice. The division between northern and southern schools of Chán Buddhism was significantly amplified in the 8th century. This amplification was largely attributed to Shen Hui, a prominent advocate for Huineng. Shen Hui's actions exaggerated the differences between the two Chán traditions. His primary aim was to elevate the concept of sudden enlightenment. This concept was promoted over the more traditional approach of gradual cultivation in Buddhist practice. Huineng was a genuine Southern teacher, a historical figure whose influence shaped Chán Buddhism. His followers played a crucial role in elevating his status within the Chán tradition. Huineng's teachings became the foundational principles of the Southern School of Chán. The Southern School, guided by his philosophy, eventually achieved dominance within Chán Buddhism. His legacy underscores the impact of individual teachers and their disciples in shaping religious movements. The period from the 8th to the 10th centuries is recognized as the Golden Age of Chán Buddhism. This era was marked by the emergence of highly influential and often iconoclastic masters. One such master was Mazu Daoyi, who famously taught the principle that mind is Buddha. Another prominent figure was Linji Yixuan, known for his radical and provocative teachings. Linji's most famous statement, "If you meet the Buddha, kill the Buddha," emphasized direct enlightenment. Historically, Chán Buddhism developed into 5 distinct schools, known as the 5 houses of Chán. These houses represented diverse teaching styles and approaches to Buddhist practice. Over time, many of these traditions faded, with only 2 surviving to the present day: the Linji, Rinzai in Japan, and Caodong, Soto in Japan. Traditions continue to thrive globally. Following the Buddhist persecution in 845 CE, Chán Buddhism underwent significant adaptations. During the Song Dynasty, Chán developed literary gongan, also known as koan. These koans functioned as meditative puzzles for practitioners. Their purpose was to provoke insight and facilitate spiritual understanding. In the 12th–13th centuries, Chán Buddhism expanded its influence, reaching Japan. Eisai introduced the Rinzai school, characterized by its focus on koan practice. Dogen established the Soto school, emphasizing the practice of just-sitting meditation zazen. Today, Chán thrives globally, propagated by teachers like Shunryu Suzuki and Thich Nhat Hanh. The core essence of Chán Buddhism has remained consistent for 1,400 years. It teaches that Buddha nature is an inherent quality present within every individual. This intrinsic Buddha nature is not something to be acquired, but rather to be recognized. The spiritual path in Chán Buddhism centers on the realization of this inherent nature. Realization involves awakening to the truth of one's own enlightened essence. Chán Buddhism emphasizes that enlightenment can be a sudden and transformative experience. Its core practice involves cultivating an ordinary mind within daily activities. This means finding spiritual insight in mundane tasks such as chopping wood, carrying water. The path to enlightenment is integrated into everyday life, not separated from it. Chán practice prioritizes direct experience over reliance on words, scriptures, or elaborate rituals. A monk once approached Linji, seeking to understand the fundamental essence of Buddhism. Linji's response was an immediate, forceful shout of "Cats!" He then struck the monk with his staff, demonstrating a direct, non-conceptual approach. This interaction exemplifies the core of Chán teaching, bypassing intellectualization for direct experience.